Hello guys and welcome here to the Hitachi Truck Series race number 19 here today from Walt Disney World Speedway. Of course, today is the Chevy Silverado 200, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm Brian here in the booth with you, ready to kick off the playoffs for the second season of the Hitachi Truck Series. Now, many of you might not say when you make the playoffs, we're going to Disney World, but here in the Hitachi Truck Series this season, if you made the playoffs, what are you going to do? We're going to Disney World. Sorry, had to get that across. Starting on the pole will be Keith Stevens in the number 52. To his outside will be the number 1 of Alexander Rowe, who just narrowly missed out on that regular season title. He will look to make up for that today here at Walt Disney. Of course, as we get going, keep in mind 12 drivers make up the playoffs. Only 8 will advance to the next round. Jackie Smith, Justin Jason made it in as the top 2 seeds. Hans Dubois, the regular season champion. No wins on the season, though. He is one of 2 drivers with no wins. Then, of course, we got Zachary O'Reilly, who got the walk-off win at Rockingham. Karen James Prettyshaw, Quentin Moore, Tim Randolph, Derek Shelmerdine, Ana Gonzalez, the aforementioned Alexander Rowe. They are all in the playoffs. And then our final winless driver, not even a playoff point to his name, Henry Sanford. He's going to have a little work to do as we get going here today from the famed Walt Disney World Speedway that is no longer in existence. Here, we'll see what happens today. Let's roll the intro, and when we come back, we'll have the green flag here from Orlando in just a moment. DCN presentation starts right now. Here we go. Pace car is off. They'll make their way into 3. Here at Walt Disney, it's going to be Keith Stevens, Alexander Rowe. Season 2 playoffs are underway. Here with you on a rare Sunday afternoon race for the Hitachi Truck Series, and Keith Stevens will lead the opening lap here at Walt Disney. Of course, a 40-lap event will make up the race today in the first round of the playoffs. Keep in mind, Keith Stevens not one of those playoff drivers looking to have a good day, though. He has not won yet this season. Maybe his luck changes here. You see he's going to hold about a second, or about a 7/10 of a second lead over the 1 of Alexander Rowe, who is in the playoffs, and a win would move him on to the next round. Which, of course, this round, kind of a tricky one, if I'm not mistaken. Keep in mind these guys go to Bristol next. That'll be the mid-race. Here we'll be running on Thursday night at Bristol. Then of course we will run at Gateway the next weekend. And that'll wrap up the round of 12. We will then go to Talladega to open up the round of 8, as well as Watkins Glen and Martinsville. Those are the upcoming races here before wrapping up the season with the Championship 4 at Gateway. Of course, keep in mind the actual truck series, though, as we're here today at Walt Disney World. They have not run here in 20-something years. This series and the IndyCar series used to run points-paying races here at Walt Disney. They no longer do so. And of course, this track also used to be a test track for many NASCAR teams as well as some IndyCar teams. But now this track, of course, someone died on it doing a stunt or something, and Walt Disney World decided time to get rid of the track. So this track no longer in Walt Disney World. Don't go looking for it. They bulldozed it. It is no longer in existence. But hey, with the power of technology, we get to race here. Of course, the 7-Eleven IndyCar Series ran here last season after St. Pete. And that opened up their season, or one of the races that opened up their season. I believe IndyCar actually used to make this the season opener, and same with the Truck Series, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of history here at Walt Disney. And these guys will look to add to that history. You see the lead is just growing for Keith Stevens here on lap number 9. He holds a 1.8 second lead over second place Alexander Rowe. See, this track kind of shaped like Phoenix, but it's only 3 turns. So in a way, sort of like Pocono, more maybe like Pocono than anything else, just kind of a triangular track. But it has gotten comparisons to Phoenix as well. You see Keith Stevens maintaining a 2-second lead over Alexander Rowe. Again, pit stops will be a factor here. Not so much like at Road America the last 2 days. I don't know if you saw those races, but yesterday, of course, the Lyft National and Gel Cup Series both ran at Road America. Hence why the Truck Series gets a Sunday showcase here. A very rare Sunday showcase at that. But we figured, hey, with Walt Disney World being a big track, historic track, we should have it on the schedule on a Sunday. That's why we're glad to bring it to you here. See, Keith Stevens' times are falling off, so we know the tire fall off is starting to kick in. Now, of course, the question will be, will these guys pit soon? Of course, Stevens has a 3-second lead over the championship driver, Alexander Rowe. Man, that lead just keeps growing. It looks like Keith Stevens absolutely has a long run truck. Let's look on back, see if there's any battles going on. It looks like, oh wait, we do have a battle going on track. This is for the 10th spot, I believe. Dylan Young, Jackie Smith. And Jackie Smith enters this race the points leader. Currently running in 11th, so this is the battle for 10th right now. And Jackie Smith, 4 wins this season. The most of any driver, and she will clear for the 10th spot over Dylan Young. Dylan Young's going to try the crossover, won't make it work. And it looks like the 52 has pitted, so the 1 of Alexander Rowe is now the race leader. And it looks like Alexander Rowe will pit this time, as will a bunch of the race leaders. The 56 of Quentin Moore, another playoff driver, he will stay out. 1 mile oval, by the way. Here, so Quentin Moore, if he does run out, not too far to go. We did see yesterday Scott Upton ran out of fuel going up the hill at Road America, and that was not a fun thing. Of course, some competitors kind of shoved him and helped him out quite a bit. And here comes Quentin Moore, the last guy. No, wait, Henry Sanford also stayed out. Keep in mind, Henry Sanford's got to play some risks, by the way, because he is barely in the playoffs. He doesn't have any playoff points. He has no equity in this playoffs. So anything he can do to kind of gain points and essentially try to win races, he needs to do so, because he is really just not in a good position entering this postseason. Here we go. This is for the lead, and I believe Keith Stevens will cycle out as the race leader. Of course, Keith Stevens, a former winner at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. That race was run, I believe, a few seasons, or in season 1, race number 2, if I'm not mistaken. That was his one and only win in the Truck Series. He is now looking for his second win in the Truck Series, of course, not in the playoffs as mentioned. So that certainly hurts him. Here we go, we're halfway in the race. Look at this. Keith Stevens is putting on a clinic here at Walt Disney World. See, Alexander Rowe just lost second to Mohammed Zain Abdullah, who tried to win his way into the playoffs. Couldn't do it. Roberto Crown back here battling with the 17 of Steve Johnson. Not going to be able to do so. And you see just how much that inside lane is not helping anybody here. And Roberto Crown going to lose a few spots. Keep an eye on this battle. Derek Shelmerdine and the one of Alexander Rowe. Both of them playoff drivers battling to advance to the next round. Both of them bottom of the playoff standings. And right there, Alexander Rowe will hang on to his position in third. But again, all eyes on Keith Stevens, despite the playoff drivers being in this race. He is putting on, again, a clinic here. Almost a 7-second lead for the 52. It looks like someone got up into the wall. Might have been the 26 of Amy Summers. Maybe Karen James had something to do with it. That would be bad if she did, because Karen James is also a playoff driver. Not a good day going for her. $15 to go here at Walt Disney World. Again, after this race, we have a Thursday night race at Bristol. And then, of course, we'll wrap up the round of 12 at Gateway. That'll finish out this round. A lot of short tracks in this round. Next round, we do have a super speedway, a road course, and a short track. We don't have any 1.5 miles in this playoffs, it should be noted. So again, no 1.5 mile races. It's this 1 mile oval, then the short track at Bristol, almost a half mile, then Gateway just a little over a mile. Then of course you got the Talladega Super Speedway, the Watkins Glen Road Course, and Martinsville, another half-mile track, and then Rickey Raceway, that's like a 2.2 mile super speedway race. So yeah, totally not any 1.5 mile races. They are all kind of balanced in a way. It looks like the 42 just got around the 1. We missed that battle, but moved Derek Shelmerdine to third. He is now the front-running playoff driver. Of course, your Darlington winner looking to make some noise here at Walt Disney. Of course, driving for Nice Motorsports, a team we always seem to rip on here in this series, and let alone the actual truck series. LJ Toledo, he is running in 9th, trying to chase down Roberto Crown Jr. Of course, LJ Toledo, he's already a winner this season. Just look at how far ahead this 52 has gotten. This just isn't even close right now. Some of these guys, I bet, hoping for a caution to reset things. Otherwise, maybe, just maybe, they'll have their shot in the IndyCar race. You never know. I mean, isn't IndyCar coming up anyway? I mean, we don't know if this track will be on the schedule for IndyCar yet, but we can confirm IndyCar Season 2 is coming real soon here on GCN, so you won't want to miss that. Got 8 laps to go. Again, an absolute clinic being put on by the 52 team. 8-second advantage. They should have to pit one more time, I'd imagine. But again, I'm sure a lot of these guys hoping just for a caution at this point to draw them closer to the 52 again. Here we go. The 52 is slow. He's coming in this time. Keep in mind, you really got to hit your marks out of turn 2 to have a shot at making it to pit road. And Mohammed Zain Abdullah will take over the race lead. And here comes the 88, the 1, the 83, and others. This will hand the lead to Quentin Moore. We got 5 laps of racing to go. Now these guys will make their way to the pit lane, but I think the 4 will stay out an extra lap. Again, Henry Sanford, not much equity in this playoffs. He knows that with 4 to go. And maybe he's banking on a caution right now to help him out. 17 done for the day, tire issue. And now the 4 will make his way to the pit lane. There's Keith Stevens. I imagine he will cycle out to the lead. And it looks like he will. Keith Stevens to the lead once again. Again, an absolute clinic being put on by the 52 team, as we got 2 laps of racing to go here at Walt Disney. Logan Morrell is up to 2nd after that cyclist stops. And how's about Quentin Moore coming out in 3rd? He is now the front-running playoff driver, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's Henry Sanford in 4th, but it might not be for long. Mohammed Zain Abdullah will take the position away. White flag is out, 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. Keith Stevens. Again, he has not won since Nashville Fairgrounds back in Season 1. It's been a while. He is not in the playoffs, but it hasn't stopped him from putting on a good show here today for the fans. Keith Stevens is going to win at Walt Disney. You know, he's just going to win at tracks that generally don't hold races anymore. I bet you next season we run a race at Chicagoland or somewhere else if we have another season, and he'll win that race. You can point him out as the favorite. But congratulations to Keith Stevens, the big win today. We want to thank you for watching. We're going to show you your results and your standings, and we will be back on Thursday night when the Truck Series takes on Bristol. Till then, guys, goodbye, everyone.